Hey everybody, and this video brings us out to Clermont, Florida. And the reason why we are in Clermont today is because I've got a bunch of things to do. I'm heading to Pennsylvania for a road trip starting tomorrow, and I've got all kinds of errands to run. I've got to go to Target and pick some things up. I've got to go to the grocery store. I got to go back home and do laundry and pack, and there's a lot of stuff to do today. So no big, huge adventures today. No driving anywhere far away. I got a lot of driving to do over the next 2 days, so won't be going anywhere too far today. So I figured let's just stick locally and maybe do a little bit of thrifting. We are here at the Goodwill. Haven't been in here this week. In fact, was I even here last week? I can't remember. It's getting to the point now where I don't even remember what Goodwills I've been to. I don't think I was here last week. I believe I went to the Winter Garden Goodwill last week, but haven't hit up this one in about 2 weeks. So we're gonna pop in, we're gonna see what they have, and hopefully we'll find some good deals. Although this has become the not so Goodwill, if you will. I've been striking out at this Goodwill a lot recently. But look at the blow up thing here. That's awesome. The tree with the pumpkin there. That's pretty cool. There's no price on it. I think they're actually using this as decor. That is pretty awesome though. We've got these like Halloween, I was gonna say school costumes. I was gonna say Halloween costumes, but I guess they're getting ready for school to start, which starts like in a week or two, which is crazy to think that already the kids will be going back to school. In fact, next week is Sean's meet the teacher. He's going into middle school. That's crazy. Honestly, just absolutely crazy to think about. But anyway, so back to school is starting. I feel like I should have brought Sean with me today to maybe find some new t-shirts or something like that. So all right, let's go through the plush quick, see if there's anything interesting over here, which I'm not finding anything. Oh, there's an Eevee, which is cool, but it's been lovingly used. You can tell by the plush, looks like it's been used quite a bit. So no original tags. Gonna pass on the Eevee plush. I'm gonna find some more really awesome like Japanese plush. I found this really awesome. I say it every time I come in here. I found this really awesome Japanese like Kirby plush a couple of like months ago. I think at this point I want to find more of those. That kind of stuff I really want to pick up. The Eevee's cool. Don't get me wrong, but you know, it's kind of common. You could buy that here. Look at the, is that a flounder? It is a flounder Squishmallow. That's cool, with tags for $6. Again, things I don't need, but that is kind of awesome. All right, over here in the little Disney section, they've got just more plush, and oh my gosh, look at that. What iPhone is that for? iPhone XS Max. I don't have one of those, but look at that. Does it have, wow. Well, it's been a little changed. I was gonna say though, that is the infamous. It wasn't recalled. They just stopped making it. Little Mermaid VHS cover art with the you know what there on the front. It looks like it has been changed a little bit to not resemble the male anatomy so much. This is cool though. If this would fit my phone, I would pick this up. $5. Oh heck yeah, for $5, I would absolutely have grabbed this, but I don't have an XS Max. I got like a 16 Pro or something like that. I don't even know what kind of phone I have at this point. All right, nothing there. I don't need any of the mugs or anything like that. I'm thinking it's a bust over there. Nothing there I want to pick up. I am appreciating the fact that the Goodwill's kind of dead. The Goodwills have been a madhouse the last couple of times I've been in them, and oh my gosh. So no Disney end cap anymore, but look at all the precious moments. I've been telling you guys recently that I should get into collecting these because I've been finding so many precious moment figures just over the last couple of months. Every Goodwill I go to has literally end caps and shelves just full of these things. I don't know why all of a sudden they're popping up. I mean, don't get me wrong. I see precious moments all the time. Every time I go somewhere, I see precious moments figures and little precious moments things. But it seems like recently they've just been everywhere. There's more over here as well. Look at this. Tons of precious moments figures. These are cool. They even have these like kind of like stained glass window looking things. These are cool. So somebody was a was a collector, though. Not to be the Debbie Downer, but I always say when I see collections like this, I always kind of feel like probably from somebody who unfortunately passed away. We're going to go over to the media section in a minute. There was nobody over there a second ago. That guy's beating me to all the good stuff, probably. Of course, we are in Florida, so we are finding popcorn buckets, and once again, used and not clean Captain Marvel, only in cinemas, not anymore. We've also got, this is cool. It's a Minions popcorn bucket. Also, I don't think cleaned out, but still pretty cool. Sean has been wanting a popcorn bucket. Would he want the Minions? I don't know. I don't know if he'd really want Minions. Maybe he would. I'm still hoping to find a Sonic the Hedgehog one, or a Super Mario Brothers one, or something like that, because that I know he would absolutely 100% want. If I find a video game related one, I would absolutely, definitely pick that up for him. But I don't know, Minions maybe. I could see him kind of maybe wanting the Minions. I want to find another bacon thing for the van. Last time we were in here, oh my gosh, look at is that an apple peeler? Look at that. That is cool. So last time we were in here, I found this bacon tray thing for the van to cook bacon. That's cool for $13. That's awesome. Looks like a torture device. I do want to find more cool stuff for the van. Absolutely would love to find more cool stuff for the van. It's coming along. You guys saw the most recent update. If you guys haven't seen that video, check that out. I changed the layout. I changed so much in the van. What is that? What? That's a piece of luggage, but it's pluggage. It's a piece of plush luggage. That's weird. I don't know. I don't like it. Freaks me out for some reason. They've got Marvel Comics cookie cutters. Those are cool. Man, my grandmother used to make these cookies. They're the sugar cookies with the icing on top of them. Those were so good. I miss that. My grandmother is still alive, but she's up there in her age now. No longer at her home making cookies for Christmas and whatnot. But man, every Christmas she would make cookies. My favorite were the really thin sugar cookies where she sprinkles I don't know, sugar on top of them. It's like the crystal sugar. I don't know how to describe them. They're really thin. They're kind of crunchy, and you sprinkle colored sugar crystals on top of them. Does that make any sense to you guys at all? You guys know what I'm talking about? There's some VHS. Oh, the Ricky Tikki Tavi on VHS. That's kind of cool, but I don't need that. Gotta pass on that stuff. All right, we got the movies finally to ourselves. There's some games down here. WWE. All right, Sean doesn't really want any of this stuff here, I don't think. Haven't seen the first time. Who put that at Sony? Never heard of that movie. So again, the movie section not great. They've shrunk it down. It's now on just one shelf as opposed to two shelves like it used to be, unfortunately. It is cool to see VHS though. I actually had some VHS I probably should have donated recently. I didn't do that. Here's is this all the seasons of I Love Lucy? How many seasons of I Love Lucy were there? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I think there was more than that. There was definitely more than 6 seasons, but cool to see that. If this was Blu-ray, that would be worth picking up. The Blu-ray of Taxi is actually out of print. Goes for a little bit of money. So the question is, am I actually going to find anything I need to pick up? See, I see these this is the type of movie I totally would have bought. Look at that, Michael Madison, rest in peace, and Kirsty Swanson. That seems kind of cool. I have never heard of this movie. This would be the kind of movie I would have bought, I don't know, a couple years ago, because I would have been just that looks interesting. That could be good, but I don't know. Now I'm more selective and more picky about what I just randomly buy. I don't know. But it looks like a fun action movie. Disc is in, it's in okay condition. It's got a couple light scratches on it. When did this come out? Am I going blind? I don't see a date of when this movie came out. I have no idea. Comments down below about this movie. Is this like a 90s movie, or is this a somewhat more recent, 2000s movie? Oh wait, there we go. I think it says 1998. So all right. I'm kind of Ron Perlman's in this. All right. Do I want to buy this? I'm kind of intrigued by this movie. I don't know, maybe I might actually want to pick that up. I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued. Looks like a fun action movie. Like, it looks like one of those movies I'm gonna watch and be like, yeah, that was good, but then not actually want to keep it in my collection because, you know, will I ever really watch it again? Probably not. And that's when I get kind of picky, where I look at a movie and go, yeah, I might end up enjoying this, but I probably won't keep it. So do I really want to buy it? I don't know. I gotta stop doing that. I gotta just buy stuff. There's Betsy's Wedding. I have that. There's Star Wars Force Awakens. I have that on Blu-ray. That's cool. Multi-feature set, more NBA and Madden, things that Sean has literally no interest in. Pretty sure he doesn't want the Biggest Loser either for the Wii. There's Ultimate Adventures, the movie. See, I have this. I don't have this artwork. There is nothing in there. Nope. I have this, but I don't have it with that artwork. That artwork's actually kind of garbage. Mine has much better artwork. I don't know why they did it. Where they shrunk it down kind of and put the Marvel animated features on the top, and it doesn't look as good. I feel like the original release of that looks way, way better. So unfortunately, I'm not really finding anything I necessarily need. There's Light. That's cool. I think I have that on Blu-ray though. Oh, here we go. Sentinel of the Jersey Cape, the movie, 2nd edition. Join K. May, author historian John Bailey, as his video lens focuses once again on the Cape May Lighthouse in all its new in this all new 2nd edition of the popular Sentinel of the Cape. Okay, what is this? Just a documentary? I can't read apparently today. Haven't had no caffeine, no food yet today. So, yeah, Sentinel of the Jersey Cape, the movie, the perfect visual companion to his recent best-selling book. So, this is like a documentary of the Cape May Lighthouse? That's kind of cool. I actually have friends visiting right now who just climbed this like a couple of days ago, I think they said, they when they were up there. It is a DVD-R release. Do I want to pick this up? I'm assuming this is probably sold like at the Cape May Lighthouse, like in the gift shop, right? Yeah, $22 originally. I might actually want to pick that up. I've been to the Cape May Lighthouse. I've climbed to the top of the Cape May Lighthouse many of times. That's pretty cool. I wouldn't be surprised if my friends who are visiting, once they see I picked that up, would probably also be like, okay, let's watch that. So I think I might actually end up wanting to pick that up. Again, something that's probably not going to find its way actually into my collection, but I don't know, maybe it will. The Meanest Men of the West. Again, things that really intrigue me. I love a good Western, but I don't know. I've never seen this. It's Charles Bronson. That's kind of cool. Put up by Good Times. I don't know. I feel like I probably should pick that up, but I don't want to go crazy just buying stuff that I know will probably not make its way into my collection. What I need to start doing is picking up, like, just, again, some random things like this occasionally that I do know are not going to make it into my collection, but at the same time, I just want to watch, because yes, maybe I won't actually end up keeping the movie. Maybe the movie will end up going into a little free library, or it'll end up getting traded into the video game movie dome. That's cool. But I still want to watch it. It's not like I don't want to watch these movies. Maybe I don't want to own them and keep them. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. That Conqueror. You guys ever seen this movie? It's an interesting John Wayne movie. I've seen that one. It is different. Let's just leave it at that. All right, so I'm not really finding anything else I want. I mean, here's Pajanimals. I always say that wrong. Pajanimals. That's kind of cool. And the Smurfs holiday celebration. That's cool too, but I don't really need those. In fact, I think I already had that at one point. I don't really collect for those anymore. So yeah, I'm thinking that's gonna do it. But I am gonna pick up those two DVDs. I'm gonna grab both of those. I'm intrigued. There's some Franklin. See, again, things I would have bought like a couple of months ago, but now I just stay away from, because I didn't keep any of my Franklin stuff when I dwindled down the collection a little bit. When I purged the collection, I did get rid of Franklin, because I like Franklin. It's a good show. It's a fun show. I never watch it. It's one of those shows that were just collecting dust on the shelf. There's some Who. I think I have that on Blu-ray though. Ed Sullivan Show. Oh, the Beatles. That's cool. The 4 complete Ed Sullivan shows. So this is like the 4 times the Beatles were on Ed Sullivan. I have no clue. Again, cool things, but it's just cool things I don't I don't need. I know I'm being picky. I know I'm being selective. I know I'm just passing on interesting stuff. But like I said, will this be something I watch more than once? Nope. I've seen all this. I've seen that so many. How many times have we seen the Beatles on Ed Sullivan in documentaries or just on the internet and whatnot? I've seen that so many times. Do I need to own it? I'm not gonna rewatch it. I know I won't. I know I'll buy it, watch it one time, say yeah that was cool, and then never actually watch it again. So I don't need it. There's some Kevin Sorbo. I met him. Really nice guy. Met him at a convention a couple of years ago. Was doing some press for a local Comic-Con. He was a very nice guy. How to Get Ahead in Advertising. You know, I've heard of this movie, but I've never seen this movie. Is this one of the ones I should be picking up from 1989? What's the condition of this one like? Oh, it's a flipper disc. But it's a flipper disc that's in minty condition. All right, I guess I'll pick that one up too. I'm hoping that, how much are the DVDs? They're only $2 a piece, so I guess I'll pick those up. Why the heck not? But I do think that's going to be it. I'm not actually seeing anything else I want to grab. I don't think. What are they asking for the I Love Lucy's? They're asking $25. Not bad for the first 6 seasons of I Love Lucy. But again, I don't need them. I have those already, so I'm going to end up passing on those. This is a good movie, but I have that on Blu-ray. Oh God, look at that awful artwork. Why do they do that? So many companies out there doing that weird thing where it's just like a plain colored background and then the characters slapped onto the front. It looks awful. That is terrible, terrible artwork. I got the Blu-ray, which has much, much better artwork on it. So, all right, that's gonna do it. I'm gonna leave the $1,000 VHS tape behind. I can't believe I'm finding it. Like, I find these so often. Another copy of Titanic on VHS. That's $1,000 right there. But I'm gonna leave it for somebody else because I have literally a shopping bag. No, like a box full of those. I don't need more. I don't need more of those. So anyway, that's gonna do it for the media. I'm just gonna pick up the How to Get Ahead in Advertising. I'm intrigued by that. I've heard of it, but I haven't actually seen it. Sentinel of the Jersey, I keep wanting to say Cape May. Sentinel of the Jersey Cape, the movie, 2nd edition. I'm buying that. And then Supreme Sanction. I don't know. I'm intrigued by the cast alone. Looks like a fun action movie, so I'm gonna grab that too. If you guys have seen any of that stuff, leave your comments down below. Some John Denver. I don't even know why I'm looking through the records anymore. Like I said before, I had this when I first started buying records. Look at those. Who's that? I can't even find that. There we go. I'll Tell the World. Beverly in Maryland. Comments down below if you have any idea. So for a while, I was buying so many records and listening to them like literally daily. I was constantly listening to records, and then I don't know. I just sort of stopped. I don't know why. I don't listen to them as much as I used to. Don't get me wrong. I'll still pick up a good record if I come across something really cool. I'm still gonna pick it up, but I don't know. I don't buy them as much as I used to. Looks like somebody may have actually bought the HD DVD player that was over here. That really epic looking player they had for like a couple of weeks. That thing was so cool. It was like an original old school player. It was like one of the first models. Is that for? It's a charging dock, but for what? Comments down below. PlayStation? Maybe? I don't know. Oh no, Xbox One. Oh, okay. I don't know if my son would need that. I don't know if Sean would actually need this. It's only $4. I have no idea. I don't know if his controllers would work on this. I don't know. What is this? Is that a portable? I don't even know what that is. All right, well, I'm passing on whatever that is. There's like Tetris, portable Tetris, or not portable Tetris, but like a plug and play Tetris. That's kind of cool, but I think I'll end up passing on that too. All right, we're gonna check the rest of the store quickly, see what they have. I thought for a second there were more precious moments over here, but they're not. There's a is that a Shamu? Or I guess it's just a dolphin or a whale in general. Those are dolphins. Those are whales. Both mammals, just different ones. All right, so again, we'll check the rest of the store quickly, see what else we can can find. I feel like my mouth is getting kind of dry at the moment. I should have gotten myself a beverage before I came here. I keep saying I gotta start stopping at Starbucks before I go out and do any filming or whatnot. All right, not really finding anything over here, though. I always look through these little sections now because you never know what you're gonna find for the van. I have found containers and I found other interesting things over in these kind of like home sections. I can get some hubcaps for the van. Should I get some spinners for the van? That's what I should do. What is that? Some kind of like heat gun or something? Comments down below. I don't even know what that is. Ice scrapers, totally what you need for Florida. Although I do have an ice scraper in my van because I travel. I go places where sometimes there's ice. I used to live in a place where there was plenty of ice that got on the van all the time. So I still carry one of these around in the actual van. It's a wet tile saw. I thought it was a table saw for a second. I could totally use a table saw. There's a Florida Snuggie. A Snuggie would be kind of cool. I don't really want a University of Florida one though, but a Snuggie would be kind of interesting. Walgreens. What is that? SpongeBob. So Walgreens SpongeBob thing. Oh, it's a mug. That is different. I don't understand that, but okay. USB car charger. I gotta be careful. For some reason in my van, you can only use certain ones of these. Like they don't all work. I have an abundance of those that I've accumulated over the years, and for some reason some work, some don't, and I don't know why. Look at the Crayola giant coloring pages, the Star Wars ones. That's cool. Look at Luke there. That's an interesting looking Luke Skywalker. So yeah, I don't know why some of those charging things work and some of those charging things don't. I have no clue. I can get some skis. What's that sport called where you're skiing on just like one ski? I don't know. Leave your comments. If only I had a yellow lab. I would totally buy that. Stop pulling harness. I should be looking at dog stuff more often, right? For cheeseburger, but anyway, what is that sport called? That's probably from like a look at the dartboard. That's probably from like an Olympian. They do a lot of Olympic training down here. So anytime I see stuff for like a sport like that's a bit more like, I don't know, obscure, I guess maybe I would say. I always think, is that from an actual Olympian who did their training down here or is doing their training down here? Now they don't need their old ski anymore, so they've donated it to Goodwill. Maybe, possibly. Again, lots of Olympic training here in Clermont. But all right, let's dive into the actual toy section now. See what's here. Look at the like pterodactyl looking thing. Of course, as per usual, I'm looking for Vinylmations and things like that. There's a My Melody dancing figure. Don't need that. Kind of cool, but don't need it. Another M&M dispenser, which is awesome. Always looking for the Disney versions of classic games. But I'm not finding any now, I don't think. I don't know if you guys see any, leave your comments down below. I don't see any of those games. There's Easy Money. That's kind of cool. And I used to buy board games like crazy years ago. Not anymore. Thankfully, they took up so much space. Like, board games are cool, but you gotta have the room for the board games because, man, like, you get like 5 of them and you start to realize these are gonna take up a lot of room. I don't have space for all these board games, which is why I just ended up getting rid of them. Is that Spider-Man like duct tape? I think it is. Oh my gosh, and it is. It's actual Avengers duct tape and Spider-Man duct tape. That's kind of cool. No need for that whatsoever, but that is pretty awesome. The Cinderella castle up there, that's really cool. All right, but I'm not necessarily finding. Oh, there's Bluey and Bingo, and that that dragon from Doc McStuffins, whose name I do not know. I never really watched Doc McStuffins. It was an okay show. I've seen a couple of them. That's a cool ornament. But again, things I don't need. Velociraptor, that's not from actually Jurassic Park. Some Duplo. Oh, it's a Duplo train. That's cool. I still wish I had like a giant Lego setup. I had one when I was a kid. I had literally two full-size picnic tables that my dad put up in the basement, and I built a giant Lego town on top of it. I think I've told this story as well before. I wish I still had that. I mean, I have all the Legos. I still have all the Legos that town was made of. I still have every single Lego I had from when I was a kid in like a big giant bin like this, but the bin's like 5 times the size of that. It's a huge bin just full of Lego. Still have all that stuff. It's the one toy from my childhood I kept. It was that one toy that my parents were getting rid of all my toys, and they were having like a garage sale and whatnot. I said, fine, I don't care, sell all my toys off, which of course now I regret, because it was, you know, a lot of cool stuff like Ninja Turtles and G.I. Joes and all kinds of stuff that is worth a ton of money now, most likely. But yeah, they sold all that stuff off, which again, at the time, didn't seem like that big of a deal. Now, I very, very, very much regret. But the Lego, I said, no, you gotta keep all my Lego. You can never sell my Lego. So for years, it sat up in the attic of my home. And even when I moved into that house eventually, when I inherited the house from my parents back in Pennsylvania, I still had him up there. And then when my son was born, again, I kept him up there for a little bit. And then once he got to the age where he was actually becoming interested in Lego, he started to buy some of his, we bought some Lego for him. He wanted Lego sets. He actually started to want to get Lego sets and start playing with Lego. I got my Lego down from the attic and said, here, you can play with these, you can have these. And they're actually in his room down here as well. But I did tell him, I have told Sean that he can never get rid of those Lego. I said, never, ever get rid of them. Not that I know why he would. I mean, he's still a kid. I'm sure if, you know, we're gonna get rid of stuff, it would be up to me. But I told him, no getting rid of those. No trading them with a friend or anything like that. Look at the Pez dispenser missing its feet. The giant Pez dispenser. They made so many of those as well. I remember when these first came out, there were like 2 or 3 of these, and they started putting a ton of those out. Again, things that would have taken up so much space had I continued to collect Pez. I had a huge, again, stories I told before. I had a huge Pez collection. I was called the Pez Professor. That's what they called me. That's what my friends called me, the Pez Professor. I had a ton of Pez, giant collection of Pez, and then sold them. Sold them all off. Don't have them anymore, unfortunately. I sort of regret it, but at the same time, where would I put them? I wouldn't be collecting movies now if I still collected Pez, because I wouldn't have room for both. No way. I literally I would have a room full of Pez at this point. But I always say, had I kept collecting, I would absolutely, I guarantee you, I would be in the Guinness World Records for having the largest Pez collection, because I look at my collection and the size it was back in the day and how many I had and how many awesome, expensive, rare, collectible dispensers I had back in the day. I think to myself, man, had I kept collecting for all those decades, my collection would be insane right now. Look at these shelves. These are actually really nice shelves. For they're only asking $20 on these. Those are nice. They're in fairly decent condition too, but I don't need those. What I am lying up though, look at this shirt. Look how cool that is. That is way too big for me. What size is this? Probably like an extra large. Oh, it's a large, but still that is a pretty epic looking shirt. All right, so I think we're pretty much done. I'm gonna check to see what's up here in the Halloween section. This is cool to see. It is July and already Halloween stuff is coming out. All the stores have all their Halloween stuff out. You go to like At Home and Home Goods and all the stores like Home Depot and Lowe's. They've all got their Halloween stuff out already. It's crazy to see Halloween stuff popping up already. This is cool, but I have 2 of those at home. I find that Mickey all the time, the light up Mickey jack-o'-lantern trick-or-treat bucket. I find that all the time. It's not all that uncommon to find that, which is a shame, because every time I see it, I kind of freak out and then realize, no, I don't need it. There's a cauldron. This is 1997. We already have a bunch of cauldrons. If it had something on it, like it had like a bat on it or a face on it or something like that, I would pick that up. But it's just a plain cauldron. I'm gonna pass on picking that up. It is cool to see all the Halloween stuff, though. I love Halloween. It's my second favorite holiday. Christmas is still my all-time favorite holiday, but man, I do love me some Halloween still. And it is cool to see all this stuff. Look at the cookie jars down there and the Sally Funko Pop mask. That's pretty cool. All right, there's some cool stuff here, but I don't really see anything I need or really want for that matter. So I think I'm just gonna end up passing on all the Halloween stuff. This is probably gonna be a bust over here, but I will assume that as the months go on, more and more Halloween stuff will pop up. All right, so let's check the front register area. They got a Chromebook there, some books. You guys yelled at me last time for not picking up some. There was some little figures over here that I should have grabbed. You guys were telling me. There's a autographed Orlando Magic basketball for $250. I wonder who signed that. If you guys recognize any of those autographs, leave your comments down below. Is that like an old school autograph or like a newer autograph? I don't know who those people are. Couldn't tell you who plays for the Orlando Magic. Didn't Shaq play for the Orlando Magic at one point, I think? I really know nothing about basketball at all. Or any sports for that matter. Look at that. Another giant bin full of Lego. My bin's like 4 times the size of that, but that is cool to see. They're asking $109 for that, which is probably actually not a terrible deal for that many Lego, but I find really good Lego deals at the, oh my God, whoa. There's Figment on that. I wonder how much you're asking for that right there. Probably too much. Anyway, I find really good deals on big bins of Lego at yard sales. A lot of times, people just try to get rid of that stuff. That is cool. They're probably asking way too much for the Wine and Dine 2023 water bottle holder, but I need one of those. And that one does have Figment on it. That's tempting. Look at the Seinfeld season 5 and 6 puffy shirt set there. Is that brand new? Yeah, it's brand new factory sealed. I used to have that, and I got rid of it because I didn't need a big giant set like that with a puffy shirt in it. I figured that's too much. Oh, hello. Sorry. That is cool. Some pins there that I don't need. I don't know. Do I even want to ask about the thing? I see. Here's a problem. Like a $5 like that's cool, and for like $5. I'd probably pick it up. But there's a really awesome Figment one, and that's the one that I really want. There's actually one it's a really cool Figment one that I want. Doesn't just happen to feature Figment on it. It's actually legitimately just made for Figment. That's the water bottle holder that I really want. So I don't know. Here's some Disney ears for $12. Pretty sure Danielle has those already. Doesn't need them. There's some more Disney ears over there I kind of want to look at quickly. But I think we're pretty much just about done. That's probably going to do it for the store. Did I miss any rows? I feel like I missed a couple of rows maybe down there. Should we go back and just check just to make sure? I don't want to miss over anything. I forgot they put some media up front now on this rack, which I don't love. I don't really like when they put anything for that matter in the checkout line. I mean, I get it. It's like a last minute impulse buy kind of thing, but it's also kind of annoying if there's like a huge line up here trying to see everything. All right, let's check the ears really quick. So pretty sure she has those. I'll take a picture of these and send them to her just to make absolutely sure, but I think she has most of these. I know she has the R2-D2, but does she have the C-3PO? They're only asking $9 on those. I don't know. I'll have to send her some pictures, see if she actually needs and or wants any of those. See, this is what I need. I need a new phone case, and I need a good one too, because the Disney ones, like the actual ones you buy from the Disney parks, it's just like printed on, and they chip off. Like I don't want to buy those. These, it's like actually I don't know how to describe it, but like the image is like, implanted into the plastic, and they don't chip. You could scratch the heck out of this, and it's still gonna look like a scratched up stormtrooper, but it's still gonna look like a stormtrooper. This is what I need, but I don't have any of these. These are all for very old phones. I need one for my phone. The problem is that if I look them up online, if I go to like Amazon and try to find those phone cases, the issue ends up being I don't know what kind of phone case it is because I can't tell from the pictures if it's like that, where the image is like, kind of like, implanted or whatever you want to say into the plastic, or is it one where it's just printed onto the plastic and it's just gonna chip and fall apart in like a week. I've bought a couple of the ones where it's just like printed onto it from Disney, and I'm not gonna do it again because they've all crapped out on me after like a couple of, maybe like a month of using them. They all start to chip and fall apart. That's a cool mask. Yeah, I don't feel like I looked through any of this, right? There's a Pokeball lunchbox, which is kind of cool. An American flag, like banner. I mean, there's probably nothing over here I want, but I gotta look. Oh, that's cool. Look at the Winnie the Pooh, my first year picture frame. Sean loved Pooh Bear. See, I don't know, that's tempting to get and to put pictures of Sean in and to hang up. Oh my gosh, look at the popcorn bucket that's missing its wings. $5 for that. Ugh. Things I shouldn't be touching. That was honestly filthy. that had buttered popcorn in it, and it was not clean. And probably children's grody little hands reaching in for said popcorn. I should not have touched that at all. That's a tablecloth. That's kind of cool. I like that. And look at the Wicked Witch of the West cow. They're asking $8 for that. That's kind of neat, but again, I don't need that stuff. All right, I think now we're actually done. Although I love the clock there. I think now we are done. I think we're good. See, that's cool too, but I don't have a boat, so I'm gonna pass on that. Don't need a Patriots clock. I am looking for like travel things, like travel art and whatnot for the van. I think I'm gonna go for like maybe like I don't want to go too tacky, but kind of maybe like a travel motif sort of for the van. Like I don't know, like pennants and traveling things that just say traveling, Drinkable buddies, drink mates. These are little hunky dudes you put on your glass. Mitch, Brad, Josh. $5 for those. The robot bank is pretty cool. But all right, guys, I think that is going to do it. Another Walgreens like grand opening celebration mug. I didn't know that was a thing. Apparently that is a thing. Did I walk down this aisle? I don't know. I feel like I missed over a bunch of this stuff. Yeah, I didn't go through the mugs at all. Not that I need to go through the mugs. Although some of you guys are leaving comments saying like, no, you should get a bunch of like mugs for the van. And honestly, I don't know. I might pick up a few more mugs for the van. I have one that I absolutely want for the van. Maybe I'll pick up a couple more, depending on if I have room to put some mugs. I do think there might actually be an area where I can hang a couple of mugs, and one mug might look kind of ridiculous hanging from the area. So I might actually want a couple of them. Look at the Great Smoky Mountains Tony mug. That's cool. See, mugs like that. That's what I would want. That's what I want hanging from the like travel mugs. That's what I wouldn't mind hanging from the Super Daddy-O. That's cool. But yeah, that's what I wouldn't mind hanging from like a couple of hooks in the van. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm not gonna buy any of that stuff now unless I find it for like a really good price or something that really jumps out at me. Like, don't get me wrong. That mug I was looking at the other day at Hollywood Studios that had like Muppet Vision 3D on it. If I found that mug sitting there for like $5, I'd pick it up. And then I would buy it. I'd say, yeah, okay, I'm getting this. Whether or not I'll use it or not, I don't know, but I would totally pick it up. The yellow Air Jordans. But that I would buy, but I don't know. It's got to be a really cool mug that sticks out to me to really make me go, yeah, I'm going to buy this, even though I don't know if I'm actually going to use it or not. But all right, anyway, we are done. That is going to do it. I'm happy. I found some cool media. Pretty excited about my DVD finds here. Again, I've never heard of Supreme Sanction. If you guys have, comments down below. The Cape May Lighthouse one looks pretty cool, and How to Get Ahead in Advertising. I've heard good things about that movie. I've just never seen it, so I want to pick up all all 3 of those for a total of what, $6? Good deal. I feel like I should still ask about that thing over here. I don't know, maybe I will. All right, so I'm gonna go send Danielle some pictures of ears. I don't think she needs any of those. I'm like 95% sure she has them all already, but just to make sure, just to be a good husband, I'm gonna take a picture of those. But all right, guys, that is going to do it from Goodwill. So let me know what you guys found. If you guys went out and did any thrifting today, let me know what deals you guys found. Did you find anything awesome? Did you find anything amazing? I'm happy I found honestly anything here at all. The fact that I found 3 pieces of media that I want to pick up from this Goodwill, I'm pretty happy about that. So, all right, guys, again, that is going to do it. Unless I want to buy a charcoal. See, things like that, like the little grill there, I'm like, do I want that for the van? I don't know. I kind of want a George Foreman grill, I think, for the van. It's probably what I'm going to use. I feel like if I get one of those, I'll never use it. I want a George Foreman. That I'll use. That kind of grill, I probably won't use. So, all right, anyway, that is going to do it. So, as always, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check down below for links to Patreon, check down below for links to Spreadshirt, hit the join button to become a member of this channel to gain early access on all of my videos. And if you guys watch this video all the way until the very end, hashtag, I don't even know, what should today's hashtag be? Hashtag tiny chair. Hashtag tiny chair. If you guys watch this video all the way until the very end. But all right, guys, again, that's going to do it. Like I said, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you do, hold on. What are all these? Are these like gaming magazines? These are all Game Informers. Wow, that's pretty cool. I saw a guy looking through these. I wasn't quite sure what he was looking at. I have no need for any of these. That is cool. That is pretty, oh my God, they're heavy. They're only 50 cents a piece. Oh, look at that one though. What was that voice? Oh, look at that one though. I went evil there for a second. Look at this one. Should I get this for Sean? All right, see now, hold on. We're not quite done yet. Hold on, give me a second. I feel like for Sean, maybe there's Mega Man. That's kind of cool. Maybe I should pick some of these up. There's like a Zelda one there. That's pretty cool. Should I grab some of these for Sean? I mean, I don't really know if he would need these for anything, but he might want to just like frame them. I could see, honestly, that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably grab some of these and then frame them for Sean. Maybe those 2 there I'll pick up. I don't really see anything else. Although, do I really feel like going through every single one of these? I don't know. I'm trying to go through these really, really fast. See if there's any more Mario or anything that really jumps out at me. These are cool. I wonder which ones the other guy picked up, because I saw a guy again looking through all these back when I was looking through the media. I wonder if he got anything really good. Although I don't know, why would he pass on Mario and stuff like that? That makes no sense to me. Oh, there's your card magazines. All right, so you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna grab. These are only 50 cents a piece, or is that 99 cents? Maybe that's 99 cents. Oh yeah, those are just terrible 9s. The worst 9s ever. Whatever. For $1 a piece. Yeah, I'm gonna grab these for Sean. Those are cool. And then I'll frame them if he wants, and I'll hang them up in his room. So okay, all right, cool. Finding a little bit more. That's why you always gotta walk around multiple times. Yeah, all right, I'm getting both of those for Sean. Those are cool. Those will look awesome. Like I said, either framed or maybe he'll just want to keep them and read through them. I'll let him decide. I will tell him if he just wants to keep them like this for his collection, awesome. And if he wants me to frame them, I will frame them for him and hang them up. So, all right, now I think we're done. So, again, as always, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go this way. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you do hit that subscribe button or you are subscribed, then I will see you guys in the next video. All right. Hopefully you guys had a good day thrifting or doing whatever you did today. Leave your comments down below. Let me just know what you did today. Let me know what you did today. I got errands to run now. I got things to do. I got packing to do. I've got to get ready for a very very long drive to Pennsylvania. Got some cool stuff coming up. We're gonna be doing some thrifting at Jake's Flea Market. We're gonna be going to the Video Game Movie Dome. We're gonna be hitting up some other stuff along the way. It's gonna be fun. We're getting some cool thrifting stuff, some cool non-thrifting stuff. We got some cool stuff coming up over the next couple of days on our way to Pennsylvania, so stay tuned for that. I'm rambling. I'm gonna let you guys go. Again, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. And like I said, if you do hit that subscribe button or you are subscribed, then I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. All right, bye.